Hello YouTube, this is Bub's Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul, and this time I do mean quick. Turtle Mania, right? Turtle Mania has gripped the nation, possibly other nations as well. Good coffee there. There you go. That's the win right there. Wonder Woman for the win. Turtle Mania has gripped the nation, and everyone's after these hot turtle books. So before prices got out of hand on one of the books that I've been after, I went ahead and pounced on it. So I picked up this book twice on eBay, and the first one didn't work out. The guy never shipped it. I purchased it right before Christmas, about maybe 2 weeks before Christmas, and I always warn people, don't buy off eBay in December. Like, that's my rule, right? Because I feel like a lot of people who think that they can get one over, or at least potentially, they see it as a loan to themselves. So what happens is that this guy had a book, he was selling it for easily half what it was worth, right? I jumped on it, I bought it, buy it now, shipping and everything, and then I wait for the book to arrive. Well, the book never shows up, it never even updates as shipped or with a tracking number, nothing. So I wait the entire time. Finally, somewhere in January, I'm able to open up a case with eBay after repeatedly asking the seller, has this shipped? Is this gonna ship? Whatever. So I send all this stuff in, nothing. Finally, eBay steps in, or at least they let me submit an official request for a refund. And then after that, about a week later, they go ahead and refund my money. So that was nice. And I knew that they would, but so did the seller. So the seller looks at it as, and this is just my opinion, in December buying on eBay, is that a lot of people are hard up for money for Christmas. You got to provide for your kids and your wife and whatever else you got going on. And so people will sell stuff that either they don't have or they don't intend to sell, or they'll sell it twice because they need the money right away, but they leave the listing up there. And, they collect money from that, and then they figure, well, worst case scenario is in January, they come and get the money back, but right now I get the money because they get the money right away. As soon as it sells, they get the money in their PayPal. So I think that a lot of people, I always warn, because it's happened to me before in December, that if you're buying off eBay in December, just be aware that you may not get your book. Like, that doesn't stop me from buying on eBay in December, but I just want people to know that if you're buying comic books or probably anything off eBay in December, there's a chance that someone's just trying to get that quick cash flow bump for the holidays, and then after that, they're going to, not ship your book or ship it way in January later when they finally have the money back, because shipping holds people up too. They sell a book for maybe $40, and then they turn around like, oh, I gotta cover shipping because it was, shipping included, and they don't want to come off the $15. So they'll let that wait until later, until they have the money, and then they've spent all the money, and that's just how it is in December. So that's my little piece of advice. I'm not saying don't buy in December, but I am saying just be aware that if you buy stuff in December off eBay or any of these other sites, I suppose, there's a chance that you won't get your item at all, or that it'll come very late. And that has nothing to do with shipping. That just has to do with them never sending it out. So, all right, so let's get to the haul. What was funny, very auspicious, was that the book, I had went ahead and replaced the book because I had already lost confidence after about 3 weeks that this book was ever coming. So I went ahead and bought another copy of it, found a better copy of it. I did have to pay more, but it was still under what I thought the book was valued at, so it was still a good deal. It came with a couple of extra books, and I found a better copy of it, so I was very happy about that. And then, and so auspiciously, it showed up the same day. So the same day that I got my refund was the same day that I got the better book, so that worked out nice. So let's make me small and get to the haul. Whoa, look at that. So funny how many of these. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. I remember having my pick of the litter of these out of the dollar bin, and I just kept, every time I was there was this one place that had a ton of these in the dollar bin, and every time I was there, I just kept looking and looking and looking, and I would pick them all up. I had like 4 or 5 in my hand, looking for the best one. Finally, I said, you know what? I'm going to pick the best one of these, and then also the best one of the entire series, which I already you know, which they also had there. So I picked up all of the ones in the miniseries because to me those were my turtles, you know, from the cartoon era. So big fun, Archie Comics. And then this is just one of my all-time favorite modern turtle covers. I think that Raphael and the art style that they did on that is just super cool. I love that one. All right, so first book in the lot, and this was a 3-book lot, is The Last of the Viking Heroes #2, Summer Special #2. Your guess is as good as mine. I did read through it. It was a hard read. Genesis West Comics, and this is some sort of crossover. It's really weird. It's not. It even posted as a question: is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle among the last of the Viking heroes? The answer is no. So, and that doesn't even really look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I mean, it does, but look at his face. I don't know. The whole thing was goofy. And no, you know, spoiler, it's not actually one of the turtles. It's just like the guy gets transformed or something into a mutant turtle, and then they make the whole punny stuff. Well, he's a mutant, but is he a teenager still? Is he a teenage mutant? It's freaking terrible. So that'll go in the goodbye wayside side of things. This one won't, just because the art is so crazy on it. But here's Body Count #3. I mean, look at that. I don't know whether this might have been taken in Anchorage, Alaska, because that's got to be one of the absolutely coldest alleyways I ever have seen. I mean, look at that. Whew. And I mean, what I mean by that is look at how rosy that poor guy's cheeks are. And his nose is all red. Look at that poor, oh man, that guy's freezing. He's absolutely freezing. So anyway, but I thought the Raph on there was pretty cool. I was enjoying that. So pretty good little comic. I kind of thumbed through it. It's wild. There's a few more in the series. I don't know that I'd be jonesing to pick up any more, honestly. But I liked this cover, and I'll probably keep it just because I think it's pretty cool. So Body Count #3, a little crossover action. And here was the book that I was after. Shout out to Southern Comic Geek. He had showed this book off not too long ago, and it reminded me of it. And I was like, oh crap, I need to get that. You know, Turtle Mania is happening. Need to hurry up and get this book before. And that's not FOMO. This is a book I already wanted. I guess it is fear of missing out, but it's a book I already wanted, and I was worried that with so much attention on the Turtles since The Last Ronin came out, that it was going to get scooped up by other collectors, and this book is particularly difficult to get a good copy of, and this copy is just okay. So here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2, and this has the first appearance of April O'Neil and the first appearance of the Mousers, and I would assume the first appearance of Baxter Stockman too. But you know, it's funny when you get the there's a few first appearances in here, but I think on CGC or some of the other grading companies, they only list the Mousers, which doesn't really make any sense to me. But I'm pretty sure it's the first appearance of all 3 of them. But someone who knows more about, you know, early turtle lore can correct me if I'm wrong. And then you have, of course, 3 of the 4 turtles battling Mousers, and April looking on in complete derpy disbelief. Look at that. But there's the 4th turtle. So he is battling. That's Michelangelo battling some more Mousers. You see, isn't that cool? He's got the sai coming in across from where Raph had thrown it. I don't know. I just love this cover. This is a 3rd print in order to get this cover. And for me, I like it the best because although I do enjoy the interior art and story, I thought the early Turtles were actually pretty good. April O'Neil does not feature on the cover of the 1st and 2nd print. So it only features on the cover of she only features on the cover of the 3rd print. And since to me the most important thing about it is as the first appearance of April O'Neil, this is the one I wanted. I would also like, I don't like the 2nd print cover at all. I would like to get the 1st print cover of just the Mouser. I've always kind of liked that one. I've had a chance to buy that a few times and just kept putting it off, and now the book's like tripled in value since then, of course. So I would like to have that one too, but of all the Turtle books, if I'm not going to get #1, #2 is my favorite. So there you go. And someday I'll probably pick up a #1, but I'm not really it's already out of the price range of a book that I value for that. So, you know, I don't really want to overdo it and shoot for the stars on that one, because there's other books that are in that price range that I would value more. So that'll have to be a lucky buy or an extremely low grade type copy thing. But anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle number 2. My turtle collecting is not complete, but this helps put a couple of more books in the collection and kind of round out a little bit of turtle love. I like my collection to not just please me, but if ever I show it off or somebody comes over to look through it, I want them to be like, oh yeah, that's cool. And, hey, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got any of that? Yeah, I got some of that. I especially like it when somebody says, hey, I like Batman. You have any Batman? Because a lot of Batman fans out there. I'm like, yes, I got first appearance here, first appearance there. And I like showing them the keys, and people get excited about that kind of stuff. So I like my collection to represent what I like, and then also be entertaining and enjoyable for collectors of all types of comics. So that's the goal here. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2, third print, first appearance of April O'Neil, and the first appearance of April O'Neil on a cover. So very cool. There you go. All right, we'll catch you next time on BUB'S. Oh, and also check out that blue. Of course, if y'all don't know, April O'Neil didn't start out as a reporter. She's actually just like a lab assistant to Baxter Stockman. She works computers. So I thought that was really interesting that, you know, if you remember the cartoons and stuff, it's always she was a reporter. In the movie, she's a reporter. But, you know, originally she was just an assistant to Baxter Stockman. So very cool. And a computer whiz. So we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. I hope you enjoyed that little haul. We ran longer than we thought we would, so we'll have to change the title to you know, tips on buying in December. So, which is basically be careful. All right, we'll catch you next time. Remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye bye.